Good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados Lost. It feels like an eternity since we have done this here. It is so good to be back out this morning and putting our toes in the sand and walking along the beaches in the absolute darkness. When we got here, it was very dark. We still walked our way up. A lot of rocks on the beach you can appreciate, a lot of movement of sand due to that big north swell and stuff that we've been having over the last 2 days over here. Good morning to each and every one of you all. It's a beautiful location to start off our morning. The serenity of this area is unbelievable. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up this view here, and we're going to say our serenity prayer. Those who like to join us, please do. It's a prayer for guidance, for direction, for understanding of what we're responsible for and how we're not responsible for everything that we thought we were. Just ourselves, our emotions, our actions, our care, our love, our kindness. Those are what we're responsible for. So today you have responsibility to yourself to be the best that you can be, to bring the best that you can bring, and to share all of the positives that you're feeling with everyone around you. If you're not feeling that positive this morning, there are others around you who are. Reach out. Do not try and do it by yourself. You're not put on this earth one person. We're put on this earth together to take care of each other and help each other through rough times. So I'll just say serenity prayer. Just remember what you're responsible for. It is your actions, what you generate off is what will motivate and direct others. So join us please if you'd like to at this time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. To those that are currently online, good morning to you. You're EMC live warriors. You're the ones that come on here and stimulate and energize us, send off your energy to us. That is what we use to bring this morning to you, all the energy. Before we start off, I'd like to say thank you. Good morning to Clifton Haynes. Thank you for helping us in making this journey possible, for assisting us on our route. Thank you very much. Your donation is greatly, greatly appreciated. This is a beautiful, beautiful location. It's absolutely perfect for today. Hold on though, you can't have a beautiful location and be absolutely perfect today without seeing me. So good morning to each every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados, and of course the handsome Bajan warrior and my beautiful co-star. This morning we're going to bring you a little bit of Barbados on the western side. Winds are very strong in the east. We were going to go for sunrise this morning, but due to weather conditions and stuff that we checked on all of our charts and things, tells us a lot of strong gusts over there, or relatively strong gusts over there. Rich might have given us some problems this morning, audio and stuff. So he said, well, we haven't been off so long. Let's go somewhere. We don't need a microphone. Let's go somewhere that's sheltered, somewhere we can go in the sea and be comfortable. We haven't been able to do that on the side of the coast for a little while. Well, I should say, those that are not versed with the sea have not been able to do that. And those that thought they were, unfortunately, some of them met their timely deaths in this water. Remember, the oceans of Barbados, whether it be the west, south, or east, are all dangerous when the conditions are in, I would have to say, powerful conditions, like big swells coming on, north swells, east swells, south swells, whatever. You know, we've lost, unfortunately, some people on the west and also on the south over the last week. That will let you know that no matter what waters around this island, they're dangerous when the conditions are that way. So please exercise caution. Don't come to Barbados and think, oh, that looks like a lot of fun to go and roll up in that surf, and you've never done it before, because trust me, the undertows and currents that you have no clue about. We even lose pro-am surfers here due to unexpected power and conditions that you can find on different sides of the island. So please exercise caution. This is not a playground. Remember what your grandmother or our grandmother used to say: you see ain't got in the back door. So in other words, when you go in, don't look to get out the back. You got to come back in through the front again. So you'll be very, very wary. All right, don't be fooling around. When you surf for Barbados, come and enjoy it, but don't fool around in it. There are pools around, or there's public transportation to take you to anywhere in the island. So no matter where it's rough, if you want to take a sea bath, you can get to different locations. There's not far drives. If you're in the south, you want to get a relatively good bath, Carlisle Bay. If the Carlisle Bay is breaking, go back onto the south section if it's a west swell. Or if it is a north swell, well, you will know for sure south is better. But if it is a south swell, come over to the west side. It is beautiful. The island is surrounded by water. You're not limited to one area, and transportation is not a problem. People say, I don't have a car. Well, you do have public transport that runs to every part of the island. You just have to be patient. Sometimes you got to stand up at the bus pole, but utilize that time to speak to some Bajans and get and understand our community and what we're like, because a lot of us are on the bus poles, just waiting for someone to say good morning and be able to share our love to. So good morning to each and every one of you all again. Whew, that was a long session looking at myself. I actually almost didn't turn the camera on because this morning I didn't have much mirror time, so I was going to keep it on myself for the whole morning. Good morning to Marcia and Karen and others are on here. There are 2 names that popped up on my screen. I don't normally see too many names, so good morning to you and anyone else that's on here. Not a huge amount of people, but the ones that are here are dedicated to bringing happiness to themselves, and the journey helps them, as it does with us as well. Alright, so the reason I said here is a good place this morning to start. We've had a lot of west coast swells recently. We're at Paradise, right, if you're a surfer. We're right by the Kieran's. We like to call these the wave warriors. They stand here and watch the ocean all day long. So that's what I like to call them anyhow. Why I say it's a good time is because of the low tide, the amount of sand that's moved, we can really truly give you an understanding of how fragile the reef section is in this area. I'm going to get a little closer to it. The coral in this area, I should say. Extremely fragile. It's almost like a slate. Look how fragile this is. Paper thin. If you go and stand on the edges, you can see the white breakaway versus the top there that has a discoloration. Sorry about that gimbal playing the fool. That would tell you that that area has been broken off continuously. It hasn't even been weathered properly. So if you're walking on this section here, or you come across any coral like this here along the coastline, please do not step on the edge. Good morning, how are you going, brother? You want to shout out to your family and say good morning to everyone? Good morning to you, man. How are you going? You're a resident from the area?
I live in
You live by Pile Bay?
Huh?
You live out by Pile Bay?
I live in Early.
Oh, nice, man. You're having a walk through, man?
Right through.
Every day you do this here?
Well, I don't like to get early.
Man, good, man. And the peace of Serenity. Man, have a blessing day, right? And we passing love to each other, man. Have a great day, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I tell you. If you see any Bajans around, talk to us. Don't walk by us and look the other way, or don't go kicking something on the ground that's not there. Lift your eyes up and be proud of who you are and share the love and positivity that you have. All right, back to this again. So fragile. You will not find this in too many coastlines at all. This is the only place I could say is in abundance. The other coasts have a lot more solid, or depending on if it's over the east coast, it's a lot of soil and stuff mixed in with the coral. But this here is like a slate. So all this here is broken off quite easy. You can see the front wall of this here, where people have not walked, and where it's a little bit thicker, is discolored. You can see over the side here from the water that's been coming out and pounding and breaking this here, and also people have been walking over it close to the edge, have been breaking it off. So remember, think of the environment around you and protect it at all costs if you can. Alright, so we're going to walk in the direction of Pile Bay this morning. We did Pile Bay, the queue in the community that day. We thought we'd walk up there and see if we see any of our 𝗪 folk family. Maybe greet them at sunrise this morning. En route, we would be taking a sea bath or two. If you do not know what a sea bath is, do not do like a famous person called Mr. Conductor. He's a celebrity in our EMC. He will take soap, bar soap, to the beach and wash himself, because he thinks that when we say Bajans, a sea bath, we literally mean going to see and soap yourself up. No, we do not. So do not bring soap to the beach. What we call a sea bath is putting your body in the water. You don't have to go for a swim, just submerge your body in water, and that's exactly what we'll be doing this morning. Well, I'm walking with my baby feet here, so if you all hear ooch and a ah or anything like that, you understand that I'm walking with baby feet. So remember, I'm a young fella, and also my feet are very soft because I'm accustomed to wearing shoes all the time, or most of the time in my life. It's only nowadays, last couple of years or 3 years, that I've been walking without shoes. I still do walk with big shoes, especially over rough conditions, but this morning I said, well, I'm going to walk on some sand, and then I found all here with just shale coral. So it's beautiful though, absolutely beautiful. The masterpieces here, these are known as Kieran's. These are our rock sculptures, beach rock sculptures people call them, but the actual name is Kieran for them. These are actually dismantled in many places in the world. They don't permit these to go up because of pets, danger to pets and children. Morning, my brother, you good? Respect, man. Alright, so because of the dangers of pets, for pets and children, and the big children and some of us who should know better, we'll go and lean up on it. She caused some comical situations that we could talk about years gone by. Alright, so that is the dangers of these here. If any pets come and bunks up on them, these rocks can fall and hurt them or kill them. Likewise with children as well. So most places will dismantle these. They have been dismantled quite a few times, whether it be by weather or by people passing here, or not if you NCC, but people have been pulling them down on occasions, but the gentleman keeps coming back and putting them back up. They're artistic sculptures. These are creative and amazingly balanced. You can appreciate everything here is balanced. Nothing here is concrete together. One stone on top of the other. You can see, for example, two are wedged here to keep this one level, just to give you an understanding of what goes into creating these. If you come by, put a rock on them, but don't knock it down. Just be gentle. Put it on a rock and add your own memory. You know, take a before picture, get a picture of someone, get someone to take a picture of you or yourself, putting a rock on them, and then obviously a picture after the rock on it. So you keep that memory with you as well, and say that you actually helped to build these here and added your own originality to it. What a beautiful morning, and what a beautiful place to start. As I said, we haven't done a lot of vlogs recently in the morning. Sunrise vlogs are mainly what we used to do. At one time when we started, we did them 7 days a week. We then cut down to 6 days a week because the 7 days were just too strenuous. Then we cut down to 5. And then what we started doing is alternate stuff. Started to include other things like festivals and stuff. And we actually now do them at random. We no longer have a program. There are reasons for that. One of the reasons is we don't want to be too regimental. This is the journey, and the journey is supposed to be done at comfort level, at my comfort level, as it's my journey and others walk with me on their own journeys. So I like to come out now when I feel like getting up in the morning. I like sometimes to sleep in, have a late rise, or we also do a lot of evening and nighttime events as well, as you would have seen in the past. And we're actually getting out there and touching many people around the world. All right, all the great bush here is being thinned down because it's used as a dumping area. You'll find this happen a lot on the south coast as well, Dover Beach, anywhere on the beaches, Miami Beach, etc. We have a lot of these bush, ornamental bush. You would see that they have been thinned out, or in some cases cut right down to the sand. And that is because people are tending to use them for all kind of unaccountable things, as well as dumping them. As you see litter that's being thrown in them. So that is why a lot of that is being done, and also for security issues, because when these are up and very full of leaves and stuff, you really can't see behind them right now. You can really remove the barrier of what you can't see, because you can see straight through them. In the distance here, what was Paradise Beach Hotel years and years ago, that was a Cunard sponsored, or Cunard based hotel. This is where all of the Cunard ships used to come here. All the their officers and a lot of the actual people that joined the ship, whether it was pre or post cruise, would come and stay at what was Paradise Beach Hotel at that time. Had an Olympic swimming pool, the first Olympic swimming pool that I know. Maybe North Point and this rival itself, but I would think this was possibly before North Point Beach Resort. This was an Olympic swimming pool here. I remember this here very well on the front line here, right where you're seeing this wall with all of the foliage and stuff. That is where used to be the restaurant and bar. I do remember this hotel extremely well. Those of you that have memories of here will be feeling that this morning. What I can do is I can let you look in this direction here, bring yourself back to those days and paint a mental picture for yourself. Open your eyes, your heart, your feelings, your emotions, and take this all in, because you are right here standing in Barbados at sunrise. If you do not feel the peace and the serenity right now, it means that you're not focusing. There's a lot of stuff going on in your life that's taking that away from you, because over here is overflowing with both of those beautiful blessings. So if you are not feeling that, just sit for a little while, watch what we're doing, listen to the very intellectual talk that I'll be carrying on with all the figures and facts and very historical information about Barbados, and enjoy yourselves with us this morning. It is beautiful down here. Now, if you're a surfer, you're not familiar with here, we have a playlist up on YouTube called The Surf Breaks of Barbados. We haven't really added to that for a little while, but it does show you some of the west coast and some of the south coast as well. Wherever we could, we have taken in some of the celebrity surfers of that area and let them tell you about them rather than me tell you about it. Sometimes it's good to listen to guys who actually are called their home breaks. But this is paradise. Right, that rock right there, it will be in your path when the swells are really perfect. Well, if it's big, it's going to be outside of that, but if it's smaller, it will break coming into the actual cove here. It starts along the reef. The bigger it gets, the further to the north and outward it goes into water. So you're actually surfing outside the same shale reef that we just saw, and you're riding barrels non-stop the whole way around, right down into this bay. Now, this is the break that will hold one of the biggest swells on the west coast. We're not talking about duppies now. 𝗣𝗍𝗶𝗲 being the grandfather of the West Coast, we call it, or the Northwest Coast. This is a massive break. When other places are closing out, there are 2 breaks on the West Coast that you can surf if it is huge. And I'm not talking again with 𝗣𝗍𝗲s. Again, very few will go out there. But this one here, and also the right that's off of what used to be the coach house that comes in into that bay itself there. As you all would know, that's Payne's Bay itself. If you can capture that one coming off the Sandy Lane Reef, which is right up as you walk way in front of one Sandy Lane, coming into that bay. So when those other places are closing out, they're the places to hit for sure. Not that they're not dangerous. So again, we talked about that earlier this morning. If you're a surfer, you will know what you're doing. Anyone else, you don't want to go in the water when it's say, good morning, my brother, how are you? Blessed, man, blessed. Thank you. All right, so as you see here, it's got quite a few people still walking. There's freshwater bay on the other side. There are a lot of condos in this general area. There's still some villas up behind here where 𝘂𝗁𝗍𝗂𝗏 Paradise Villas itself, up by Tower Hotel area. They're privately owned now. But as you can see down here, very overgrown. We rate this. Remember, that would be the fashionable and the stylish we, or royal we, that would be me. Rate this as a +4. +4 if you're coming to spend the day. Reasons are, you can see all of this foliage here. Now, right in front of us here, this lower foliage is being trimmed down. But that is come right out here. So you've got to be careful in places like this here. I'm not saying that anything is going to happen. But as we have always said in the past, some of you may be new, so we're going to reset. We don't tell you to go and smell a rose without worrying about the thorns. So we're not going to bring you to a place like this to see this beauty, to feel this serenity, and not alert you to those sticky thorns that may be around. Sticky thorns as in dense overgrowth, areas you cannot see. So I would not recommend that you and one person come down here and put your towel down flat and lie down on this beach. Because if you do that, as you will know, nature will take its toll on you. You will go to sleep. You will drift off into a trance of peace and serenity. And you will not be alert to what's around you. So we say +4 doesn't mean anything more than just having at least 4 people or so, because if 2 of you are lying down relaxing, or 3 of you are lying down relaxing, someone is shaking off a towel, someone's putting on sunscreen, someone's getting a drink, someone's going to need water. So you have a lot more alertness around you at all times. So if you're coming to take photos or walk this beach, no problem. Again, I wouldn't recommend you walk right up on the bush when you're down here by yourself. Right now you see there are a few people around, even a fishing boat in the bay as well. So it should be relatively good for you. However, I wouldn't pull a towel up in these little small sections here and lie down with you and your partner. That would be a very, very serious risk. Not something I would encourage. There are many places you can do that in Barbados. If you want secluded areas, go in your backyard or go somewhere else. But don't come to beaches like some of these here and on the north of the island and stuff and go up into little covey areas to get away from people, because trust me, the bushes have eyes. So just be wary, okay? So this is an area we rate as a 4+, and that is the reason why, for that reason only. Paradise Beach Hotel went on years and years ago. Sandals bought the property after it was Paradise Beach. They were supposed to be building a hotel chain here, or one of their hotel chains here. However, that did not materialize. The government took it back, and then these investors came, purchased this land here to make these huge $1 million+ condos. A lot of international cricketers actually put money into this investment. A lot of people put millions into this investment, and it went belly up at the last minute. There are a lot of things that contributed to why it didn't go on. Some being people expected too much, some being people wanted too little. All right, so either which way, you all can look that up and do your own thing on that. We're not going to discuss that too much here. What I'm going to tell you though is we're not going to tell you what the sea is like. Let me see. Hold on though, I have not put you on camera. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
How hard was it getting up at 3:15 this morning?
Not hard. Not
hard? You actually got me up because I was telling you, all right, let's not worry about it. You said, let's get up and I can do it.
Pretty much. Yeah,
pretty much, yeah. But you annoyed me since 3:15 this morning. No? No? Okay, well, my comment then about the troublesome co-star was incorrect.
You are troublesome.
I'm troublesome. No one here is going to believe you about that. Everybody knows I'm a...
As soon as you wake up, you say how tired you are.
Oh, yeah, well, I was tired. I was tired, though.
Tired.
Yeah, I was tired. I was still tired.
That's
so
all
we're not.
he says.
So you all see why we're not to stay here too long and talk to her. Are you coming in to see with me this morning?
Maybe.
Okay, well I'm going to right here. So.
Bye.
Right, so chat the encouragement for that one. All right, let me tell you. We're going to walk in and I'm going to explain to you what it's like. I'm actually going to show you what it's like by the time we're going in. So the darker area here, by where this surge is, little surge, that will be the drop off. Everybody knows about that. You get sometimes the south to the west is known really about the drop off area. Basically what it is, it's a very calm water that rushes up on the shore, and then as it's coming back off, the other little swell that's coming in we'll actually do it under tow, which moves the sand from under this area here. So when you're on the west coast, and some south coast beaches as well, but mainly the west coast, be careful when you first walk in. You see, if you have a little kid with you and you come into Barbados for your first time, and you know your little kid is going to get all excited when they see the water, and they're going to run straight to the shoreline and they're going to go underwater because this is going to drop. Right now I'm at calf deep. I'll show you how we're going down in a second, just so you understand how much the drop off is. That is how I learned to surf. Stories, because sorry, to swim. Stories will tell you, or stories told me, that when I was a little fella, I used to do exactly that. I used to tease the nanny and tease my parents all the time when we came to West Coast and run straight in the water. And one day my father told my nanny, do not go after him, leave him for a little while and let go some bubbles. And lo and behold, I learned to swim. That's how it happens. And that's how some of us are taught, thrown in at the deep end. But that is also when wickedness can come back with its own effect on you. All right, so we're gonna go here. As you can see, it is just about ankle, shin deep. And immediately I'll show you where we are now. I'll tell you, we're going down to hip. We're just about hip right now. We're down into waist deep, and this is all we've gone. This is the only distance we've traveled. So immediate drop off. Coming in is not the major problem. The problem is getting out. Some people I've seen go on their hands and knees to get up. If there's a surge going on, well, you can remain on your hands and knees for a long time. Like the other day we had to help a lady down on Holetown Beach. She was unable to go to the water. And my co-star said, Nicholas, go and show her your lifeguard skills, which I did. I went and helped her off of the sand. So you may have to crawl out, some of you that are challenged and stuff. I see something here in the water. I wonder what that is. It just looks like a reef or something. Yeah, so if you're challenged with standing up or having a good stability and balance, just be wary when you come down here. You know, look around and ask for help. Don't try and do something that you cannot get done, because they don't want you to get injured down here in Barbados. They want you to have a good time. All right, so Circle of Love, haven't done one. These are so long. We have this gimbal here. It's giving us a little bit of trouble, so hopefully it doesn't flick all over the place. We're going to give you a waterborne Circle of Love, and this is our sea bath for this morning. Sea bath number 1. Here we go. Water conditions today, look for yourself, transparent. Over the last 2 days it's looked a little milky because we had a lot of movement of sand because of these swells, but right now absolutely perfect. I'll bring it on here and show you all morning and stuff here in the bay. You can see how transparent it is. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like looking through liquid glass. Stunning conditions. The reflections coming off of this coastline, always beautiful. You may not see the actual rising sun in the west, but the reflections and the glows and the shadows that start to disappear on the west coast are phenomenal to watch. Absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. It is beautiful this morning. Temperature wise, it is very warm. I would say mainly like the air temperature right now. So I don't know what the air temperature is. So somebody says, Nicholas, what's the air temperature? I do not walk with a thermometer with me. I do not walk with a temperature gauge. So understand, I can tell you that it is cold, that it is cool, that it is lukewarm, that it is warm, and it is hot. And there are the different things I can tell you right now, but I can tell you right now that the air temperature and the water temperature are the identical same. It is no difference when you walk in here. Of course, again, wet, but there's no chill, nothing like that. It's a beautiful morning. If you are not familiar with the temperatures going on in Barbados, record-setting temperatures going on every day for March. We have not had that bitterly cold morning. Hear me, bitterly cold. Somebody might laugh at that, but if you're a Bajan, you know what I'm talking about. We have not had that bitterly cold morning where you put your foot on the ground after you go to bed and feel it's chilly. I say, boy, you don't look for some slippers to put on here. All right, start laughing. It's the truth. That's how we are here. So, you understand, we know about cold here. You all may not know about cold up in North. We know about cold down here in Barbados, all right? So we haven't had any of them in February or March. It has been out sort of like upsetting for me, or disappointing, not upsetting, disappointing, because I like this time of the year because of coolness. I remember when I worked in the cruise industry that I used to love November, December, January, February, March because of the cooler days. I worked in the sun all day long. that we used to experience and temperatures. This year it has been summer style temperatures in Barbados, 30 degrees on a day. That is not February and March for sure, but I guess you all are also experiencing some strange climatic and weather conditions all over. I told Jeanette just now you want to go to, wasn't any place, Splish Splash?
Yeah.
Splish Splash in Long Island right now, today, and take a nice splish splash in some of the water sports in there. So I mean, like, it's too cold. Because it was temperature 25. That is not centigrade though, that's Fahrenheit. So, you understand it's below freezing up there right now. So anyone that's in Long Island or anyone that's in cold, freezing conditions, I'm going to dedicate this next 30 seconds. Now I have a stopwatch on this, so I can tell you, YouTube gives me a stopwatch. So if our timekeeper is on board, I don't care what your time says, it's 30 seconds and it's starting from now. There you go, 30 seconds exactly. I'm making sure I don't give any more or any less. As you would have seen, my caddy, co-star, let me keep quiet because there's a 10-second delay. She doesn't know I'm talking about her. You see, she serves some purpose. She just dusted off my bag that I completely forgot on the beach with my car keys and stuff in it. So anyhow, she getting close now. Let me keep quiet. Yeah, so it's so good to have you here. Uh-oh, you can tell your volume, don't interfere with me. I'm gonna go this direction quick. Alright, so really, she's always busy. A lot of people think that maybe Jeanette comes and walks the beach and just strolls and does nothing, but all morning long she's either answering people, she's stimulating the hearts of some that may be a little bit down, she's bringing in the beautiful still shots and captures that you keep seeing on our photos all the time. That is what she is doing, along with providing me with company and inspiration and also encouragement and love, untold love. They're the things that I need to continue the journey. I find them within myself, I find them in nature, I find God in all of them, in all these places. So this is why you like to come here, to breathe in this type of environment and this type of air. Fresh is not tainted by anything. It is absolutely as beautiful as it looks. But don't believe me and don't take it from me. Come to Barbados and take a walk with us. We go on mornings. When we go out, we'll let you know where we're going the night before or the very early morning. Come and join us if you have transportation, because we can be moving all over the island. Or come and join us at one of our weekly events that we cover as well. Beautiful. We will be taking, well, let me get your right name first before I go and say something wrong. We will be taking our mobile office to Port Jefferson, is it? Port Jefferson? Port Jefferson very, very soon. So if any of you live in New York area, Roger and all the other family who say that we are from New York, wish you got New York so we can meet you, because we can't make it to Barbados, so we're going to be doing that very soon. So to all of you that are living in the New York area that have access to trains to get to Port Jefferson and stuff, keep your eyes open. We were planning to do that at Christmas, but I got sick. Hopefully that will not happen again. You know, but when you take a person like me who is an Olympian and a highly skilled and decorated athlete and put me into a different environment, it can cause a little bit of a difficulty. Even although I have this impenetrable skin, I still can breathe in the air that can infect me. So I have to be careful. It's like kryptonite for me. So, but if you live anywhere in the States and you can get to Port Jefferson, we can give you a day or two, at least 2 days notice of when we're going out, so you can make your transportation arrangements. Come and meet us, please. Come and do some hard work at one of our offices. We can take the EMC mobile office all the way up to Port Jefferson in the very near future. So any of you all that live in that area, come and join us, please. Bring your positiveness, your love and your care. We'll be there, whether it's one person or no others with us, we will be there and we'll be sharing it from there. We've had some difficulties in live broadcasts from multi-states because of signal strength. So we're not too sure what it'll be like. It might be in a 4K resolution, but we will certainly be capturing some of that for you all, to let you all see some of our adventures in that upcoming series that's coming. That will be a short one, but we're just still going to share it with you. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Let's get back to beautiful Barbados. As I said before, temperatures are perfect. It is absolutely beautiful right now. The outer temperatures, a few sandflies this morning biting me. Strangely enough, because they usually don't penetrate. I don't usually feel them because I'm so tough on the outside. Like I don't know, like pap on the inside, heart of gold. So sweet and so kind and so caring, right?
Right.
I wait for an acknowledgement. You gotta look at the camera and say it, if I don't believe you. Morning, good morning, good morning. You can see beautiful, enjoying a morning sea bath as well. Having a lovely time down here. Alright, you'll see a lot of different changes up here recently. Well, if you were that, so the last vlog that we walked this area, you would have started to see them already. But if you have not been, we talked about the Paradise Beach Hotel that was here. They also had a cluster of villas over here, or paradise villas, that were more like condos. They're in this general area over here. That has all been dismantled. That was up for a long time. The ruins of those are up for a long time. Up the hill was also a tower hotel. That is no longer there either. There is some people live in that general area, but tower hotel is no longer there. The villas have been, or what they call Paradise Villas, Beach Villas, which was of course condos, are being taken down, and they have put chain link fence around that property. A lot of people used to access the beach through that property. If you want to access this beach for where exactly we are right now, yeah, there's still some footpaths out there. I'll show you that in a minute. There's also come from behind where we came from this morning, where we parked at 𝗣𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗘, or you could park up at 𝗣𝗟𝗘𝗏 Bay or Freshwater Bay, anywhere in that area. Well, Freshwater Bay is not access to the beach, but if you know where Freshwater Bay is, you can park with 𝗣𝗟𝗏 Bay, which is right next door to it. Or you can park really hot pot if you want even a longer walk. Remember, this beach is going to run from up by the flour mill, which is by the reclaimed land, just up by the Deepwater Harbour, all the way down to 𝗣𝗟𝗃. You can access this walk whenever you want. There's one section by Freshwater Bay at certain times of the year. The sand is moved from there, and depending on the tide, that is one place that you will have to come out of the actual, or off of the sand onto higher elevation, but there is a walkway there. And if you get it at a perfect low tide, you can walk from here all the way down to 𝗳𝗄𝗃 Hotel. The only place you would have to then go and you see would be in front of what is a cliff. Otherwise, that you can walk the entire way down. We have done that on numerous vlogs as well. If you put prospect in your YouTube channel, or in our YouTube channel, you will see a vlog that we have walked from 𝗣𝗟𝗃 right the way down to Fitz Village. We didn't go beyond because the signal dropped. You can walk right through to 𝗳𝗄𝗃 Hotel if you would like. Alright, so we mentioned about the public access. You can still get down here, just on the north side of the chain link fence. Parking a vehicle up in here, or anywhere in Barbados, and you're walking away from it. Don't bring valuables with you. Don't bring your handbags and leave them in the car. You know, don't go grocery shopping and leave all your groceries and then go on the beach, because that's an encouragement. You're encouraging a problem, so don't do that. As you can see, you can still come through here. You come down the same Paradise Villas Hill, and you can park anywhere up in that section up in there and then walk through. There are a lot of tracks that will lead between there through the back of this wooded area and come out on the beach further down. So that's another reason why we tell you, like we do at Foul Bay and other areas, that they're unseen walkways. You don't actually have to see someone. So if someone saw you lying right up on the bush out there with your bags and stuff, with your lady or friend or companion or whatever, remember, they can get from here to you without you seeing them. So they're just the little unseen things we like to make you aware of. We're not frightening anyone, but we're being realistic. We bring you Barbados, the beauty of Barbados, to our eyes, and that also comes with things that we like to warn and alert you about. We're not trying to frighten anyone. We're just trying to keep it real. You were saying something?
I said you shouldn't do it anywhere.
No, definitely shouldn't do it anywhere. Yeah, of course, you're absolutely right. Walking on a beach on night, unheard of. Doing that, you're asking for trouble. You're putting out a flashlight out there with a big flag on it, say, come for me. You know, do not walk the beaches in Barbados on a night. Do not walk in dark areas. Look, I'm a Bajan. I'm 52 years old. Will be 53 in April the 5th. Yeah, 971. Yeah, I got that calculation right. Yeah, okay. So, all right. So I have survived so far. I mean, that may change in the blink of an eye, but I've survived so far by using my wits, and that would be, do not walk in neighborhoods. I hear people saying I walk all over Hastings and all over St. Lawrence and all up Dover on a night. I'm not talking about the St.LawrenceGap. I'm talking about the other roads that are dark and stuff. Why in tarnations are you walking in those areas? Would you do that back home? No, you would not do it. So don't do it here, please. Just alert. There's alerts that will keep you happy and keep you comfortable. All right, this morning, because we built up a sand here, you cannot see it, but there is. It's called Freshwater Bay because of a spring that comes on just right here by the end of this property. There's normally a rock section here that we show you where it is, but along here you can find spring. Not in only one area. What happens is it diverts again because of sand build up, the amount of water that's coming on, etc. But there is a spring that comes out here. The water in this general area is usually a little bit cooler because of that. We're going through dry weather now, so I doubt you'll find any water running along here anyhow, but this is where the spring is in this general area right now where we're walking. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, what you're seeing here, you will not see all the time. Two reasons why you're seeing this beautiful white beach. One is because we're going through the north swell times right now. January, February, March, a little bit in November too, but January, February, March, where we see the real impressions on the beaches, because the sand shifts with the currents and with the swells. So there's sand in areas that you would not normally see as much sand in throughout the rest of the year, like say summer, etc. However, it's beautiful right now. Second contributing factor is it's low tide. Low tide is at 7 o'clock. Believe it or not, the low tide this morning is 1.3 meters above what is known as the sea level area. So it is really not a deep, it's not really a real low that I like to call it. Certainly not an extreme low that we love to have around full moon times. It's right now, this low, this today is just a little bit of a curve and not a V shape that it usually is when it goes really, really low. So this morning we're not seeing the full effects of a low tide, although it is low tide at this time. Good morning to Gina, Calabasas Cruises. We call her name because we go out with Gina all the time. Gina actually takes us out with her. Let me rephrase that. Completely different way around, which we're always grateful for. Love to go out and join her other fellow members on board the boat and annoy them, because you know everyone, first thing we do when we get on is introduce ourselves. Star, co-star. I like to differentiate who is the boss, which would be me, of course. Down. So good morning, Gina. And the reason I mentioned Gina is this is Gina's condos here. If you want to stay right in this area, you can come down here and rent from Gina. Beautiful, beautiful location. Lovely out here. Absolutely beautiful. In this general area here. I actually think Alison. Oh, thank you, Alison. Thank you so very much. I love that. Yeah, please hit the like button if you like it. If you don't like it, hit the like button. If you don't really like it at all, do not hit the dung button. If you hit the dung thumb button, trust me, through experience of trial and error, I hit the dung button and my entire computer defragged itself. Hard drive crashed. Straight on the phone, destroyed that phone. So if you mess around with the dung button, well, that is going to be a problem that you do not want to experience. So don't test me. I'll go and try it, because unless you have a lot of money, you don't want to be losing equipment. This is actually Gina's. I'm sorry. I think I went to the wrong one just now. This is Gina's. Can you remember coming here with Nancy and Melissa and those, the Hilton family? They were coming back this year very soon again in August. Looking forward to seeing you all here again. Ricky and Melissa and the family and the EMC baby. Hopefully you all will change your all's minds and get her to come with you all. Love to meet the EMC baby for the first time. All right, here we go again. Good morning. Yes, beautiful morning, lovely walk. Enjoy, huh? Okay, see you later. All right, so if you stayed down here, would you not be up and walking at dawn? I have heard, you know, we met a lady, can't remember her name, I bashed with the other day on one of our vlogs, and she said, I said to her, so you must come down, because she's staying in Bashby incidentally. I said, you must come out here and watch sunrise every morning. I said, well, this is my last day in Barbados, so this is the first time I watch sunrise. What? Jennifer? Oh, you call her name. I was trying to leave an alias, but you want to call Jennifer?
The lady
from Berlin. Yeah, from Germany. Yeah. So Jennifer had watched one sunrise here in Barbados on her last day here. Please don't do that if you're coming to Barbados. Put some mornings aside. Get up early, especially early, because if you try an early morning once, you're going to repeat it, because there's no better time for peace and serenity than early on the morning. Do you want to stay here at Freshwater Bay? I know there are numerous owners, but I have a very good friend, and I'm not calling his name because he's only a very good friend, but he's a gentleman. He was my bodyboarding, I would say, apprentice who surpassed me, believe it or not. You shouldn't teach everyone everything. Good morning, Christopher Maloney. If you want to rent up here, Chris has some condos. They're located up here. It's Freshwater Bay. I'm going to elevate it here. Actually, I'm going to walk up here. Can you give us? You think they're trying to have our coffee? Has that ever stopped me from going to say hello to people? Let's go this way. I'm going to walk up here, and if we don't put the camera on, then we'll put the camera the other direction for now. But Chris has a beautiful condo up here. So if you're interested, get in contact with him if you would like to stay on this exact spot. This is Freshwater Bay, 𝗂𝗏 Bay. Good morning, how are you all? She told me not to come and speak to you all. Can I come and speak to you all? She's forbidden me, but can I come and say hello, good morning to you? I just want to, we're beaming all over the world. We're carrying love and peace and happiness and serenity. So the beauty starts with the people. That's where it always starts. Don't worry, I'm not keep you on too long. She told me don't go over there, don't annoy them, they're having coffee. I said, so wait, coffee stops you from sharing love? It should not. How are you this morning, my brother?
Good.
You're a repeat at Freshwater Bay all the time? You've come here often at Freshwater Bay? It's beautiful, isn't it? Normally it's very peaceful until people walk about with cameras and put them on you. What's your name, my friend?
John.
Sorry?
John.
John.
John
Okay.
Yep.
Are you on Facebook or YouTube or anything?
No.
You're not on either of those?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, because if you're familiar with hashtags, Like our hashtag is hashtag the journey 246. I didn't bring any cards because I took everybody for a sea bath, which I'm going to do again and tease them. So I don't usually bring cards with me when I'm walking in the morning. But my name is Nicholas Dean, D-E-A-N-E. You can find me on Facebook or YouTube. We're the EMC, which is the Early Morning Crew. What we do is we come out and we generate peace and love and kindness, and we share all over. We did Q in the community the other day. Were you here for that? Did you come over to the party?
We visited it for a few minutes.
Yeah, just a few minutes. All right, well, we did a vlog over there. It was close to 2 hours. We did two different vlogs. One of the 3-step and one of the line dancing. So, sorry, of the line dancing. So you may have been in on it. We may have caught you on camera. And you have a great day, okay? And enjoy yourselves. All right, good to see you all. All right.
What's your thing on YouTube?
Well, it's under my name. It's called Nicholas Dean.
Dean?
Dean, D-E-A-N-E, and the first name is Nicholas. If you put that in and send a friend request, what we do is we send you a map of Barbados. We have our own map of Barbados, started from a blank, which we put in the place we visited. We've done all the beaches, all the coastline, and a lot of these scenic attractions in the center. So you can see all of Barbados. Anywhere that you've not seen, that you want to see what it's like, you can put in your name in YouTube and all those vlogs will come up, so you can actually identify areas and plan your trips before you go. I know you'll probably repeat, but I can promise you that there are tons of places you have not seen that you will see on there. All right, and may encourage you to go and enjoy them as well. And your name is? Nancy. Hi Nancy. Okay, I just thought of a really good friend of mine called Nancy that used to stay down there in Gina's at Condos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so anyhow, if you hopefully look us up, you'll see some sunrises and you'll see all we do is share love. That's what we do. Love, laughter, and joy. We're bringing you all the positiveness that we can. And thank you for yours this morning. You'll have a blessed day, okay? Take care. And like her, I'm not afraid to come and talk to people having coffee. And she said, don't go and talk to them, Nick. She was protecting your privacy. There is none around me. See you all later. Okay, have a great day, okay? All right, so again, Freshwater Bay, this is the property and the front area that you can go in. Remember, sometimes a year if you come here, are you going, my brother, you good? Sometimes a year you're going to come here and there's going to be sea right up to these rocks. There is a sand build up right now because of this time of the year, but at high tide normally, under most conditions, I would say normally, because 50% years like this, 50% is not, you will have conditions of where the water will be slamming on these rocks, hence the walkway coming up here. My brother, how are you going? I've captured everyone to share love and happiness this morning. How are you going, man? Yeah, you live here?
No.
You look so familiar, man.
No.
Ah, okay, because I was saying you look familiar, man. I've seen you quite a few times. Yeah.
I was born here, living for about 20 years.
Right, let me get a little closer to people here. So where are you living now?
Australia.
Australia. So way down under, you come all the way to Barbados. I know you all got some beautiful beaches and area down there, coastline area, but you can go in and see here. Down there is a little bit dangerous.
Down there you got the sharks and
That's
the
it.
crocodiles.
Yeah, man, for sure. Sharks and crocodiles. Man, well, welcome back to Barbados. How long have you been overseas?
Oh, 50 years.
Wow. Well,
But I've come back here.
yeah, well, I've seen you. I passed here a few times. I think I may have seen you in the south as well a couple of times.
But I also saw you the other night at the cute.
Oh, awesome. And you were on the video and stuff? Man,
It's possible.
man, you need to have a look here because you're on it again. No, you're starring today. Yeah. And you're wonderful to see you back, man. Thanks.
But wait, what's your name?
My name is Nicholas Dean.
Dean.
Yeah, Dean from the agricultural side, plantations and stuff years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is Jeannette. This is my fiance.
Hello.
Nice to meet
Yeah, or
you.
Simplify it, I'm the star, and this is my co-star. You could look at me and see I'm the star material. Yeah, I may have told you that the other night, so if you heard it before, I'm only reiterating it.
Okay. But no, I grew up at Hayward's Plantation.
Oh, Hales Plantation. Wow, down there's changed. Huge. I mean, the
time.
swamp is gone. Now there's a resort.
swamps are
Swamp.
gone, right.
Yeah, the inside swamp as well. That's all built up now.
But the lower side swamp down
Right.
there, so it's all dredged out.
Right.
And the ships
Yeah, that's Port Ferdinand. That
Yeah.
lower one, and any one by where Haywood's, the resort itself was, that you see swamp area as well too.
Yeah.
You know, man, it's so nice to see you, man.
And it's going to be a good island for many, many years to come.
Yeah, Barbados is beautiful. You know, I think if you can't change with Barbados is not going to wait on you, and Barbados is not stay the way you want it.
No.
It is, you have to adapt as you change. And if you live here, it's easier than people that go away because we see it day by day. It's like looking at yourself in the mirror every day. You don't see yourself getting older. But someone that saw you a year before, I mean, look at me, I'm 52. People might not have seen me for 20 years and say, wow, he looks like more like 40. I'm only kidding.
Well, how old do you think I is?
But you're looking super healthy and super fit. So whatever you're doing, you keep doing whatever you're doing. And if you have any family members in there, please give them our love for us this morning.
I'll be 75 tomorrow.
75?
Tomorrow.
Wow, man, you look amazing for 75, man. Really, I mean, you look really young and stuff. You're like me, you know what I mean? You know? Yeah. Anyway, look, you have a blessed day. Thanks
I married
again.
my wife, she's from the Czech Republic.
Right. You remember the name Nicholas Dean? I need you to join our family.
I'm pretty. I keep up with her being from the tropical island.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay, so what you could do is just look us up on. Good morning. That's her upstairs there.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's someone else. Good morning to you. And yeah, look us up, man, because we bring Barbados as Barbados is, and we, as you would have seen the other day, our main interest is on the people, because the real beauty of Barbados is people. That was beautiful, wasn't it? You know, there's another great one tomorrow, but it's up St. Philip. Yeah. Oh, you have a car?
No, yeah, but I'm
too far to drive. I was going to say, if you're going out there, go early, because it's a little hard to get out up there when it starts to get busy, because like one way in and one way out, so it gets a little tight. It's up by close to Bottom Bay, very close to 𝘁𝗲𝗏𝗏 Bottom Bay area. And you have a great day, huh? Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for helping me this morning. So beautiful. Take care. All right. So you see, that is what we do. I can't help it. My journey is to make sure that everyone around me can feel the peace and the happiness and love. Sometimes people don't accept it. Sometimes people don't want it. But I practice it 24/7. And that is because that is who I am. And the more I can practice that, I create that entire environment around me. Some people don't like it, as I said. Some people don't like a camera. Some people don't like to talk to me. That's how it is, as individuals. But I'm going to make sure that anyone that wants to say good morning, anyone that wants to spread their love, can do so freely and comfortably around us. If you were joined us last Thursday, this is where 𝗂𝗍 community was held. Very, very different look right now. If you did not see that, please have a look on our YouTube channel. Check out the queue. We did a preview here where we're setting up, and then we did 2 vlogs on the actual night of 𝗂𝗍 community. Good morning, 𝗂𝗍 community family. I just say family, but I do like to specify 𝗂𝗍 community because there's some avid 𝗂 persons out there that want to hear 𝗂𝗍 community family. So welcome to all of our family. Wait, see, Star, this must be the water version of you. Jeez. I don't think it's really a good representation of you though, because it looks a little bit on the dirty side and stuff, and not quite as immaculately kept as you, and that's because you're around me and my reflections of my amazingness rubs off on you and makes you an incredible person. So that's why I'm saying that from far away, so she can't comment on it. Oh, you hear me? Okay. All right. Walking again. We were here at 𝗂𝗍 the other day, and some knowledgeable fishermen almost sunk right here in the shore break because there was a north swell running and it was catching them off guard. You may have seen a little bit of it. We did actually catch them when they were almost going underwater, but we did catch them having a difficult time to get up here. As you can appreciate, majority of the boats down here are small boats. These will either be net fishing or dropping off fish pots and then collecting them later in the day. That tends to be what goes on. Another thing that's a little bit popular on the west coast especially are 2 boats with a very long net in between it. And then what happens is that they get by a school of fish, they sort of like let off their divers, free divers, or there are other people are on the boat, their assistants, to get off, splash the water, run the fish into nets. That's something that's become a little more popular down here now. Not something that I really like because it's sort of like mass fishing, but I guess it's something that's necessary to keep the economy for those people going and also to keep food on our tables. Discoloration sky, that's coming from the diesel turbine engines of the Barbados Light and Power, which is directly behind us. This is the Barbados Light and Power. The original main, I don't know how to call it, terminal was up by the garrison itself. You will remember years ago that was the Light and Power before this one was constructed on the Spring Garden or the Mighty Griner Highway. That used to have the hot pot and everything by the Pebbles Beach. If you were around in those days, you will remember the Pebbles Beach bar. Best chicken in the basket ever, chicken and chips in the basket. And also the hot pot that was above water level, unlike the one that's down here now. The hot pot was a metal big drum that was in the water just in front of the Paddle Barbados. Water used to come out from the cooling of the engines there at their refinery, mobile refinery. It was there, and come out into the water and keep you warm, just like the hot pot that's in this area here. Unlike here, which has pipes that come out into the sand, and that breaks the sand and goes into the sea. We should get up in that general direction. Now again, pathway runs along the chain link fence here behind this bush. So one more time, if you are on an area in Barbados where there's no one else in the beach, do not pull yourself up underneath the bushes. Stay away from the sand. Always err on the side of caution, because as I said before, people can come down this area. If you are new to this channel, or if you don't have a clue what fish pot is, this is an old one here. That's the remains of one. This is mainly mangrove wood that's taken. Some people used to get out of Graham Hall Swamp and other areas. That is a light wood that actually floats, or is very light. That is for the weight of moving these here. Then they put this chicken mesh. That's usually one of the preferred thing. and then they have their funnel that goes into it. The funnel goes in and then down. So the fish comes in here behind the food or the white plates or whatever they have on the bottom that attracts them, goes into that funnel and then goes down. Unfortunately, when they go to swim out, they can't find where the funnel edge is, as it's down one, and also it's away from the actual surrounding of the actual fish pot itself, and therefore the fish get trapped. The beautiful thing about fish potting is that the fish remain fresh. Unlike trammel net diving, which I used to do years ago with Ashley Farmer and 𝗳𝗍𝗘𝗏, trammel net diving is where you drop a net that's usually like 100 meters long over a bar 80 to 100 feet. It's usually like 30 feet tall, has flotation on the top and lead weights in the bottom, and you leave that over the bar overnight, and fish are swimming up and down the bar will swim into that, and then you have to dive that twice a day. If you don't dive it twice a day, the fish will rot because they stay in the actual net itself, can't swim, and therefore will rot in the net. So that needs to dive twice a day. Fish pots get left for numerous days because it is not killing the fish or keeping them, they're just sort of like confining them to the fish pot. However, all of the elements are still there, all the oxygen, all the seawater is running around. Also, there's usually some plankton and stuff that the fish can eat on. So fish pots don't have to be dived every day. They usually dive once a day or so, depending on how heavy the catch is in the area. But the trammel net diving, as I said before, has to be done twice a day, morning and evening. Alright, the sounds of the light and power, something beyond our control. Something that you will hear numb. It's like living below an airport. If you like it? It's sort of like a consistent noise, like a white noise. If you live out of control. Yeah. Alright, so if you're living near an airport, you know, the first time you move there, you hear every aircraft. And then all of a sudden you only hear the one with the high pitched noise, and you can start to differentiate which is which airline. And then all of a sudden you don't hear it anymore at all. You know, it just goes in the background. Yep. So if you're on this area here, this is what will happen. If you come here regularly, after a few minutes here, you really don't hear that noise. You start to just focus in on the sounds of the sea and the water lapping the shore. Good morning, brother. How are you going, man? You good? Nice, man. Nice, man. So up here is an area known to be very unsafe as well. There are signs up here saying, do not swim here. That is the hot pot. You will find a lot of people swimming here, but it will be signs saying, do not swim here because of strong currents, etc. What can happen is this hot pot will shift completely. One time of the year, you'll find the water running parallel to the actual ocean on the inside section here. This banking that you're seeing all here washed down like, this is where the water will be running on certain occasions. It all depends on currents and build up of sand in front of the mouth of the actual hot pot as to which route it will take. But we have seen water running right down to 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay. We actually have that on a vlog. We came down and captured on a vlog. It went an unusual distance down that location, and we came and captured that for you as well. You can find that there. Put in hot pot or put in 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay in your search engine for YouTube. The channel, although it's not dedicated to history, we bring a little bit of history here and there. We also bring a lot of knowledge of the years that I've walked the beaches. I have basically been a beach boy from the time I was able to walk, and I've lived on the beaches, and especially over the last 3.5 years I've dedicated my life onto the beaches. From the time COVID came in, I said I'm finding peace and joy and show the world. I then found peace and joy and showed myself. I found myself on these beaches. First time I've ever been alone in my life, or I consider myself alone. I found God, and then I realized I was never alone. I was only alone in my own physical self, but not alone. So from that day on, my life has changed completely. This is what we bring to you: peace and serenity, happiness and joy. We can find that no matter how dark the day is, no matter how bad the day may seem. And the day that we lose track, and the day we are challenged and stuff, turn to your partner and ask your partner to help you. She does that for me every day. Oh, hey, I'm glad I got your tongue sticking out. Normally you have to flash quick and catch you, but you just got in and it'll still you later on. Drive into the hot pot, same turning as you go into Rascals. You will take that off of the Spring Garden, Mighty Grinder Highway. If you're coming from the west coast, is Brighton Hill that goes up on the left side. This will be on the right side. If you're coming from the south side, you will come down the highway. It is the first left after you pass the Flower Mill area by the Coast Guard. It's the first left that will bring you down in there. There's a T-junction. Take the right T-junction down towards the Malibu or the West Indian Rum Refinery, and this is where you will find the hot pot. As I said, it is dangerous. We're not encouraging you to go in it. I want you to see what it looks like. The water up here is usually warm, and they usually have a community that comes here, hot pot community, that will bring fruits, crates of fruit, and share it among each other. You'll find roasted breadfruit. You see the pallets up there on the left hand side. They have some old cast iron wheel hubs that they're put together to formulate their own style of, actually right there, I'm going to show you right in front of that white truck. That is where they roast breadfruit, or actually do roasting of fish as well on top of that. Usually pot fish and stuff are brought up here and roasted. It depends on which group are here on the said day. But this is their, what they like to call their breadfruit oven. And as I told you before, the cast iron wheel hubs and stuff. And then the wood is put underneath, and this is where they do their roasting. You can see all the pallet wood is brought here from the harbour. This will be dropped off from some of the guys, and this is what they'll use to cook with. Yeah, brother, you good? All right, man. All right, that's Barbados Light and Power. Again, diesel turbine engines. The water that runs around them to cool them is what's then sent out to the water, to the ocean. And this is what you're seeing here now. Very little water is bagging in this area because all of the sand is gone. And we don't put the camera on people in here until they let them know what we're doing, because these folks here can be a little bit camera shy. Good morning to everyone. I have not seen you all for so long. I just saw everybody was not putting the camera on you until I came over here and introduced myself again. You all might have forgotten who I am. Good. Good morning to how are you all? You all look great, man. You have a little pool today, though. Not big today.
You should have seen it last week.
Last week? How was it last week? Hold on, let me come down here by you, man. Let me come down here by you. I want to hear some of that story. You didn't no pot here at all last week? It was just straight out. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are not camera shy like me. How are you all going? You all are good? So how was it last week? Just straight out the water?
No, we just had sand.
Just sand?
Just
Wow.
sand, nothing else.
Well, that's really big
Just
swell and
sand.
stuff. Just drove the sand up in here.
And the high tide brought in all sand.
Yeah. Hey, it's good to see you all, you know, because when I come over here, I get this positive feeling of friendship and kindness, and that's what we're projecting.
That's what we exude.
There you go. Thank you so much. And I know you always tell me that as well too.
We're positive people here.
Yeah, same here. And everyone that's on here is basically the same way, if not the one be on here watching.
Okay.
So I know for sure. I can't really see comments flying up and down here, but I know people are saying good morning to you all. So I can tell you that.
Well, we will say good morning Barbados and the rest of the world. 'Cause
Correct.
I think you're
All over.
all over.
We just
Okay.
saw an Australian gentleman down there.
Okay.
You know, so we're sort of everywhere now. Wherever peace and love can get is what we want to do. We want to share it all around, because it took me a long time to get to this wisdom that my father told me came with age, that I used to quarrel and curse him for and say, who are you to tell me that you're more smart than me, or wisdom comes with age? But it does come. That's it. That's it.
It's life experience. When
Yep.
you, like, I'm sure my children benefit from me being who I am.
Yes, of course.
So the mistakes that I would have made when I was their age, they would not make, because they benefit from the wisdom.
Absolutely. Well, you know, that's a good thing. If they listen, I didn't listen, and that was my problem. I didn't listen to anything that my father told me. I was a rebel. Yeah, a bad boy. But you see what? God has given me the chance to listen to it now, though, and hear what's going on, and to feel the beauty of life, and understand, appreciate every living day and every second of every day.
Yes.
You all have a blessed day, and thanks so
You
much for bringing
too.
beautiful positiveness to the world this morning.
No problem.
All right, you all say it again. No fruit this morning?
Yeah, there's some apple on the chair.
Okay, well, I just asking. I know usually, I just thought, but you all usually bring fruit out here, or do some, roasting or whatever.
We had breadfruit all week before last.
Wow.
We had a pot then.
Well, I can see if we got a camera down here, so if you see roasting breadfruit, I come for some too. You have a blessed day here. Thanks again. Take care. All right, okay. So this is why we talk about the beauty of Barbados is in the richness of the people, and not as in their monetary value, but in the hearts. Good morning, and thank you again.
No problem.
That is a true representation of what Barbados culture is all about, and Barbadians. That is why we believe the beauty of Barbados is in the people, or not we believe in others. All right, so just as you heard, all up here was sand driven up. You could see how high the sand was. This would have all been level right up there without that trophy area. And this is how it would have been because of the big north swell that washed in here. The dangers, as these folks will tell you, is not in the actual hot pot, it's in the water that's out here, the kind of currents and channels that are formed by the water coming down here, and also on this point itself where the current is pulling from left to right. What will happen is if it's rough or if there's a lot of current, you will get pulled in the direction of the fishing boats parallel to the beach, and you won't be able to get in. So remember, if you ever get caught in a rip current, don't try and fight against it. Go with it, or a slight angle against it, and work your way in, and just try and stay buoyant. Don't exert all the energy and lose yourself and find yourselves not being able to swim or keep yourself out of buoyant or whatever. All right, so today is a different running. You can see the current flow here. This water, as I said before, is coming out of the Light and Power station. It's coming from cooling diesel turbine engines. Some people say it has healing properties. It does sometimes have a little bit of a smell of fuel. Obviously, it's coming off the outside of a diesel engine. But some people say this has healing properties, and who are we to doubt them? Because there are some people down here that have been coming here for all their life, and 70, 80, 90 years old, and come every morning, and this is where they come religiously every morning. How are you? Oh, Loss! Oh, Lord, I love it, man. Let me get a hug there. How are you going? You good? Good. I go on, let me see the hug, you know, because people don't know that people like me, you know. You good?
Okay. But you know, I like you, but I love her.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad she's all the way over there. I'm glad you can't get to her.
I call in her
No,
around here.
well, no, she shouldn't come. You know how to come, you know. You can stay over there.
How you doing?
My goodness, goal yourself.
I can't come.
Yeah, well, wonderful.
I'm going to get my swim.
Yeah, we'll be trying just to do what we'd always do, bring a little peace and joy and happiness to everyone around us if we can. You know, bring the best that we can on a day, you know. You know, thanks for talking to us again. I'm not let you everybody see you talking to her because you really came to talk to me. You only use her as an excuse. Yeah. Jesus. Sweet man. Yeah, so continue to share the love and happiness and joy, and we'll catch you later on, okay? All right.
Have a good swim.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I'll do that for sure.
All right.
All right, so we were going to go in, you see, and take another swim, but unfortunately the gimbal is out of energy. I forgot to charge it after Q the other day. And I'm not getting any charge at all, so that's why you would have seen it start to go to the sky just now. All right, so down here, very popular for walking, very popular for keeping yourself warm and the hot pot. You know, for myself and Jeanette, I can't turn the camera right now to see my beautiful self, but don't worry about it. I can send you pictures. Just send your request to me and say, I want pictures to redecorate my house, and I will send you one for each room. Just let me know the size you need. If you want to put one on your fridge and stuff, you can do that as well. If you want to replace your mirrors, that would definitely be the right thing to do because you'll be seeing handsomeness all the time. That would be me. So, hope you enjoyed this walk this morning. We brought you nothing but the joy and peace that we feel in ourselves. Shaking a little bit on the camera, but the camera is not up. The gimbal, as I said, has lost its charge. Thank you for joining us, EMC Live Warriors. Appreciate your company and your comments and your humor. And for anyone that watches after, thank you so much for your time, for coming to watch. Thank you for helping us to spread the ripple of love, because if you're watching us here, you're feeling in a mood that we are, which is peace and love and harmony and happiness, and therefore you will hopefully carry that with you today. Don't walk with light and come with you. Don't walk away because you don't have a gimbal. From Jeanette, of course, my co-star. Well, some people say she's a star, but they're just the envious ones of me, of my handsomeness and my amazing athletic skills. And from myself, of course, the Beijing Warrior, thank you for joining us. On behalf of the Journey 246, thank you again for being a part of our lives. Again, thank you, Clifton. Thank you so much. That's a great help and greatly appreciated. To everyone else, have a great day. Stay safe. If you feel as though you're challenged, reach out. If you're feeling great, help someone else who's feeling challenged. Just with a smile, with a gesture, or a simple hello can save a life. Have a great day. Yeah, press that X. See you all later. I don't know why.